Generally, a lot of people that have a narrow foot will go with a synthetic shoe just because it is more narrow, as opposed to somebody with a wider foot. They'd get into a leather shoe. Mind you, leather does always increase the price, but then after a lot of the companies, what they've done now, they've come into a microfiber, which is basically the closest you can get to a leather. So it'll still give you a stretch, not as true as leather, but it will allow you, if you don't want to be going up that next cost, you can still keep it affordable and having a good shoe for someone who does have a wider foot.
Okay, you mentioned 4-year-olds are coming in to get fitted. Approximately what age should we consider getting our kids started in soccer?
Tell you the truth, it doesn't matter. It's there's stories out there where there's been professionals that turn pro when they were 28, and then there's stories where there's children just start walking. Obviously, they're already kicking the ball. So it doesn't matter from what age.
Never too early,
it's
never too
early.
late.
It's not too late.
There you go.
It just depends on the child. You want to do everything at the child's best interest and never push them into it. Just let them. All the kids that come to our store, I'd say all of them always, you can just see it. They want to grab the ball, they want to play with it, they want to kick it in our store, and that's just how it is. So.
All right, and you would know because you're a soccer geek. There you
yes,
go.
Yes, exactly.
Soccer Geeks on York Street. We're going to talk more with Mark in just a couple minutes about how to customize your soccer gear. Short break, more of our show in a minute.
Wonder why you see those daffodils everywhere and everyone's wearing them? Well, April is daffodil month for them.
Oh, yes. Mark is here. Mark McGeer, the owner of Soccer Geeks, located at 797 York Street. How long have you been a soccer geek? Or, sorry, how long have you been playing soccer?
I've been playing it since I was 8 years old.
8 years old, eh?
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah.
What's the highest level that you've gone in your soccer career?
Basically, we just played at a highest amateur level and then played college soccer as well. So.
Hey, that's all right.
Yeah.
Good for you. Okay, maybe you didn't have wide feet like I was when I was a kid and your parents, put the shoes on you. Speaking of shoes, you mentioned you can go from the synthetic to the leather. The leather ones are real pretty, eh?
Yes, that's actually a handmade shoe, one of the oldest shoes known to mankind even. They're made from 1892 as a walking shoe. It's an Italian brand. It's like a Rolls Royce of shoes.
There you go. Nice. Yeah, they feel pretty.
Yeah.
They're very light. And this one here, this is a little more modern, eh?
It's a little bit more modern, still a traditional brand, Lotto, but it's a more modern shoe. Same thing, it's a leather shoe. Now you only get leather in black. You can also get it in different colors and whatnot. So same thing. It's more of a futuristic, but a leather approach still.
Very good. Now, what's the deal with this one? You have like one that it's like a spinner.
Yeah, it's called twist and go technology. Big thing it's a lot of injury prevention.
Really?
Yes, a lot of it's got to do with if you notice a lot of our cleats now, we have rounded cleats where some brands keep bladed cleats. And what's happened with the bladed cleats was a lot of injury prevention, a lot of ligament tears. So what Lotto did, took the next step and they patented this with twist and go technology, basically keeping away with any cleats getting stuck in the ground, tearing ligaments. It basically releases the cleat from the ground. And then
smart.
As well, your center of gravity bases on the pivot of the shoe and whatnot. So, every brand has its own little...
Yeah, it's amazing that one of the oldest sports in our history is changing with the times as well.
Definitely. It's evolving so much.
Yeah,
it's unreal.
Technology plays a big part. Okay, we need these to protect our shins, yes?
Basically, yes. And like that's one of our funnest things is getting the 4 or 5-year-olds fitted in the shin pads, which is very tough for some parents because a lot of times they're hard to put on and whatnot. So we've brought in the shin pads here done through Joma actually. I can quickly just show it to you. What's nice for the parents, and it's a nice guide, a lot of them can do, is ours actually detach. So it's not the child doesn't have to actually pull it up with the whole plastic. They can actually separate it, put that over the child's ankle, and then after they're done that, they put that on, and then they can just pull their sock over top.
And they stay in place just
and they
like
stay in place
others.
like a normal shin pad, exactly.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I don't know. My daughter doesn't play soccer yet, but I've heard that it's a little bit of a pain in the
Yes, it is.
rear.
It is.
Okay, one of the things you also do is customize jerseys, and mainly for teams, right? I mean,
Correct.
that's kind of the big thing. You want to, if you're a team, you want to make sure that you all look uniformed, right?
Definitely. We do a lot of. That's one of the reasons we got into the business was team uniforms, giving the people in our community in our area a different look, and we've done very well with it. We do anything from 6-year-old kids all the way to masters over 45, over 35. So
okay. What part on the jerseys is customized?
Like right here, you're actually holding. It's just basically out of this would be is our base, our foundation. Then what we do is we would get the club information. Once they give us a contract for their team uniform, we would obviously get their club logo, place it on the jersey, then their number. Some teams will like a sponsor on the front, some teams will like a name on their back, and then so on and so forth. And then it doesn't only end at the team uniform. We get tracksuits made for them, bags made for them, customized. You can even go as far as if you get a minimum order, and you can actually get customized balls as well.
Really?
For the teams, correct? Yes.
Like practice balls or like match balls?
Practice balls and match balls. Yes,
really?
Either or. Yes.
That's pretty cool, especially if you're on home turf and you've got a match ball that's with your logo and everything on it.
Definitely.
So tell me about Joma here. This is
Joma, it's actually a brand that we've, it was in Canada, we brought it back in again. As per my sales rep, he's told us that we are their biggest account actually in Canada. It's a Spanish brand. They've been dressing a lot of the teams in the World Cup. This past World Cup, they actually dressed, we brought their jersey here, it was Honduras. In past, they've dressed Costa Rica. And so we brought the brand on here. It's very affordable, but at the same, if you notice the texture of the materials, our children, our teams around here play in the same texture of material as a professional team compared to what they're wearing.
Oh, really?
For a very affordable price.
It feels like that moisture-wicking material,
That's
is it?
exactly what it is. It's dry fit, climate cool. There's all different kind of versions of it, and Joma has their own kind of version, so definitely.
Very nice. It's got to be a pretty cool feeling, I mean, as a kid to be in a uniform, right? Like to play in, kind of a professional-looking uniform.
It definitely is. It's and that's how it is. And a lot of the children see the teams on the TV, and they're like, oh, what's this brand? What's that brand? And they're like, oh, next thing you know, they're wearing that brand. And so you just see it that they're excited to wear that brand, that uniform, and that's why we do it as well. It's a pleasure also seeing the end product and the customer being happy with it.
All right. You guys are also on Facebook now?
Yes, we are, yes. Yeah.
So we just find you and you're at Soccer Geeks?
Soccer Geeks, yes. Soccer Geeks, we're just right there. Yeah, you can look us up and see the new pictures of the new store, and as well, welcome to come to the new store as well.
Very good. You got a couple match balls here. What's the difference between a match ball and a practice ball? Well,
your match ball will always be, it'll be a higher quality ball. A lot of times it won't be as heavy, more durable. There's also different types that there's out there. There's synthetic panels that are made to make the ball lighter, whatnot. There's also the traditional ones as well that are the custom foam to it, the 32 panel ball, all that kind of stuff. So there's a lot of different things. Coaches, club managers, and everything look at whatever match ball they'd like to choose.
And everybody has their own preference, right?
Oh, that's exactly what it is.
Okay, go check out their showroom over at 797 York Street, just across the street from our Rogers TV studios here. Thank you so much, Mark, for being here. Okay, Soccer Geeks, find them on Facebook. Short break, more of our show in just a couple minutes.
Coming up on Saturday, April 30th, in support of the Arts Project, it's Artrageous for the Arts Project.